Guys, it's Etch here, and today we have a lot to talk about, so let's hope that we can get through it all. Well, first of all, I want to say I think I fixed the video choppiness. Let's hope for it and let me know what you think. Other than that, the main thing I want to talk about is actually the new story section of the series that will be coming up as soon as we finish the building. Most of the building section will end when we finish with the landscaping of the exhibit. So, the main thing I want to talk about is actually just what the story section of the series will contain. Most of it will likely be scripted, but I will not make any guarantees there, but it seems like content that would make more sense scripted. Each animal will have a backstory, and each staff member will have a personality. So basically what that means is that we're making a story. We'll be incorporating the personalities of the staff and of the animals into the actual story as we continue. So also the events, there will be a lot of events in the story. So, for example, a staff member might have a birthday, and we have to throw a surprise party, which also this is told from this point of view of the head of staff named Sydney Gray, and that's an unofficial position. I haven't quite decided what her exact position is, but basically what she's doing is she's managing the staff. So she also would be managing the animals, of course, but we might have specials that include the perspectives of other staff members. We don't really know yet, but events might include, like I said, the birthday, or, for example, a new animal is coming in and we have to prepare the other animals for its arrival, make sure that they're ready to experience the new stimuli and not end up in a fight. Get them cohabitulated, is that a word? Another thing is that we want to there might be possibly an overarching storyline. Again, I'm not making any guarantees here because I haven't planned out this far ahead. But if there is, then that's something I'm interested in doing, but I don't necessarily know if I will. But, maybe. But it'll be fun to see how that turns out if I do decide to do an overarching storyline. Again, and if I do think of one, I'm probably not going to announce it until it comes up in the videos, because I do want to keep some surprises. And that's the main thing I want to talk about, is that the story mode will be, something new, something fresh. Hopefully it's something that no one else has thought of. I want it to be told kind of like a TV show in a way. It'll be directed in some ways, not directed, scripted in some ways, but for the most part it'll be entirely random, I guess. If you think of like comedy TV shows where everything fits together into a general plot line, but it doesn't necessarily progress the story all the time, if that makes sense. I don't watch a lot of comedy TV shows, if you can't tell, but I'm imagining that some videos will just be for fun, because they're interesting and it's nice to explore the characters, and then other videos will be more related to the actual, to the actual story that I'm trying to tell, if that makes sense. Now, to actually focus on the video instead of rambling, I am making these staff centers, and as you can see, it's multiple buildings, and I kind of skipped over the whole actual building process, but I'm making the signs here. I can't remember if I already did it or not, if I already did the rebuild of the roof. I actually did the staff center twice before this video, and I scrapped it both times because I just couldn't. For the first time, it was a giant complex, and it looked like a giant barn or something, and it didn't quite look right, and it seemed weird for a wolf sanctuary to have such a large building, and I didn't like it. So I ended up doing this. Between this and the barn, I had a really, really gross looking concrete building that I don't ever want to speak of ever again. I'm not quite happy with the roof on the new one, but I figure that every building has its faults, and it's more of a utility building than anything. I don't like the staff pathing at all, so I don't know if I'm going to remove the staff pathing, or like, I'm gonna see first if I put nothing at the end of his path, other than guest facilities, or sorry, staff facilities. I'm hoping that guests will never go down there, but if they do, then what I'll do is I'll have one section of staff path, and I'll cover it up with something, because I hate the staff path. I don't like the textures, I don't like... Ugh. I wish we could have staff path that matches with the paths, the guest pathing. I know it doesn't quite make sense from like a gameplay perspective, but for a story perspective, it does. I just, ugh, they're ugly. No offense to whoever designed them, I just don't like them. But anyway, so this is actually where I'm doing a little, like a mock wolf den with wolf statues. And the idea was that I would have a little educational board, which I actually put one in, but I can't put anything on it till I have some animals, so we'll see. But I'm making a little wolf den here. And I also add another educational board by the entrance near the deer statues, which will hopefully be able to be powered soon as well. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm building wolf statues. But yeah, this is very, it's mainly just so that when you enter the park, you see something in the distance and makes you go, oh, I want to see what that is. And instead of just sitting there like, well, that's boring. I was going to use this, but turns out that doesn't have anything. It's even, the graphics don't look wolf-like. If it was a zoo, it could work, but it's not a zoo. It's a wolf sanctuary. So maybe. I thought about the deforestation one, but it's like monkeys. I'm like, we don't have any monkeys. Dang it. So I do something like this. I was originally going to use the exhibit thing underneath of whatever you call it, but I ended up making one out of the stone, the East Asia support beam something. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but the camera didn't like me for a while. I was trying to get up close to the pillars, but I managed. There we go. So I ended up making that display board, and a lot of the rest of the video is just me doing some landscaping and finishing up this cave-ish looking thing. So we'll see how that goes, but mostly it's just landscaping at this point. So the another thing I want to talk about was actually I didn't have anything else I wanted to talk about. Never mind. So, I did want to wonder, what do you guys think of the foliage in this wolf sanctuary? Because I feel like it's a bit like the color palette is a bit out there. It's a bit out of place. Some of the plants look weird next to other plants. Now, I'm wondering if I should, before it's too late, if I should redo a lot of the plantings and make it more of a generic palette without as much. I feel like the diversity here is a little bit overwhelming for a taiga zoo, if it makes sense. I can't quite explain it, but let me know what you think in the comments, and if I need to redo the foliage to look more realistic, maybe do some research into each plant if I need to, about like elevation levels and that kind of thing. Or at the very least, just dial back a bit. Yeah, so let me know what you think, and hopefully that will help. I feel like the underbrush, the bushes look fine, but once you get into the trees, I have too much diversity. I was trying like not to put two trees of the same type next to each other, but then when I thought about it, like, trees of the same type are next to each other all the time. Why does that bother me? In real life, they're always next to each other. It's actually, there's whole forests of the exact same type of tree. So I need to figure out what I'm doing with that. I think I might remake a lot of redo a lot of the tree work. I'll probably keep a lot of the groundwork the same. If I do that, it'll most likely be off camera because I'm just redoing everything. We'll see, but we're getting close to the end of the video, so I'm just gonna say bye-bye!